There is no escaping the fact that most Porsches of the future will be fully electrified, including the Cayenne lineup. In fact, the new generation Cayenne, which is due in 2026, will be fully electric. But before EVs take over for good, Porsche thought why not overhaul the Cayenne and give it an extra spice and kick, which is why we are here in the Northeast to have a taste of the 2024 Cayenne and the Cayenne Coupe SUVs. But before we dive deep into the review, I request you to like our videos, share our videos and subscribe to the carandbike YouTube channel. Now do keep in mind that this is the last ICE version of the iconic Cayenne nameplate. Now, Porsche says that the Cayenne gets one of the most extensive product upgrades in the history of the company, which means that the ICE models will coexist with the new gen Cayenne EV. So, let us begin. Thanks to the tightening emission norms, India only gets the 3-litre V6 turbo petrol engine on the 2024 Cayenne for now. But the engine itself sees an upgrade. The motor now makes 348.6 bhp between 5400 to 6400 rpm, which is 13 bhp more than before. Similarly, the peak torque output is now 500 Newton meters, coming in between 1450 to 4500 rpm, which is 50 Newton meters than before. Driving the new Cayenne is as engaging as driving any other Porsche. I mean, the response from the engine is absolutely phenomenal. There's a slight hint of turbo lag, but I'm not the one to complain. I mean, you mash the throttle and you're thrown back into the seat, barreling down the road. But for now, we will control our impulses and keep a check on the speeds that we're doing. But the extra power and torque is there for you to feel and cash in on. The Cayenne with the V6 does the 0 to 100 km/h sprint in 5.7 seconds and has a top speed of 248 km/h, something that you're probably better attempting on a racetrack than on public roads. Toggle through the various drive modes and you see that there is better differentiation between them than before. For most part, we drove in the comfort mode with bits of driving done in Sport Plus and the off-road mode. The feedback from the steering is not as engaging as in the comfort mode, and we believe it could have felt better in terms of grip and feel. Maybe a thicker steering wheel could have offered on the Cayenne. The Cayenne handles beautifully in true Porsche fashion, but the pleasant surprise here is the Porsche Active Suspension Management, PASM as the company calls it. It is evident that Porsche engineers have put in a lot of work on tuning the suspension because the ride quality over bad roads and bump absorption is incredible. I mean, I have never seen anything like this. It is that great. The suspension works really hard to keep you in comfort all day long, and like I told you before, it handles beautifully. I mean, the turn-ins are really quick, the direction changes are nice and progressive, and the grip from the tires is quite phenomenal. Plus, the body roll is quite contained, quite tightened as well. The interior sees a significant update too. To begin with, Porsche makes use of what it calls the Porsche driver experience, where everything is centered around the driver. The controls on the steering wheel, the dashboard mounted gear selector, and the new instrument console along with the infotainment screen, all of which is built and positioned so as to be within reach and also ergonomically sound. The 12.6-inch console behind the steering wheel is now curved and fully digital and offers crisp readout with different displays to choose from. Similarly, the 12.9-inch screen in the center is a new unit too and houses controls for connectivity, media and other vehicular functions. What is new is the optional 10.9-inch screen on the left for the passenger, which can be used to control in-car functions. It is designed in a manner that the driver can't see the screen as a safety precaution. It is priced at 1,52,000 rupees. While the practicality of the Porsche Cayenne stays the same as before, what did stand out as an oddity is the dash-mounted gear selector. The driver has to stretch out his or her arm to reach the lever, and it sort of robs the sporty feel of having the gear selector in the center. In terms of the design, there is no mistaking that it is in fact a Cayenne. But look closer and you see that the bonnet gets new lines and looks fresher. The grille up ahead is also new. It gets squared edges that makes it look standoffish and gives it that distinct Porsche look. The profile of the SUV is similar to the earlier models, with Porsche offering wheel sizes of 20, 21 and 22 inches for the Cayenne and the Cayenne Coupe, carrying new designs. At the rear, the LED bar is now for uniform size and there's a new bumper which makes the rear look better than before. The Cayenne Coupe is definitely the sexier looking one with a nicely integrated spoiler. And owing to the difference in design, the Cayenne has a boot space of 772 litres while the Cayenne Coupe has a boot space of 592 litres. But the highlight is the Matrix LED headlight. It has a different housing, a different setup, and if you want, you can optionally buy the high definition Matrix LED headlights. Yes, each headlight has two modules with 32,000 pixels that can help regulate the intensity of the light so as to not blind the oncoming traffic and also create a variety of lighting patterns on the road. The Cayenne SUV facelift is priced at 1,36 lakh rupees, while the Cayenne Coupe is priced at 1,42 lakh rupees. And bookings for both variants have been open for a while now. Rival models include the BMW X5 and the Audi Q8, and the Porsche is undoubtedly more expensive than both of them. Also, most of the features are offered as optional, which will cost you extra over and above the ex-showroom price. For example, the Bose audio system is priced at 2,81,000 rupees, the sports exhaust is priced at 5,91,000 rupees, and the two-tone leather upholstery will set you back by 8,09,000 rupees. The Matrix high definition LED headlights will cost you a cool 5,66,000 rupees, and these are just a few of them. The Porsche Cayenne and the Cayenne Coupe see massive updates not only to the design and features but also to the engine lineup and the suspension. Yes, this is the last iteration of the Porsche Cayenne SUV with an IC engine, and Porsche has done a great job of it. I mean, yes, it is expensive, but it still continues to be the benchmark of the segment, at least in terms of driving dynamics, and that's saying something. This is one of the most successful Porsche models of the last 20 years, and that's with good reason.